What's up, y'all? It's your boy T Money again. And today I feel like the topic we need to talk about is depression. Because it's a lot of us that go through it, but I feel like it ain't enough of us that talk about it. And a lot of us may not know how to talk about it, or a lot of us might not have nobody to help us through it to talk about it. But I just wanted to make this segment today about depression and to talk to y'all about the fact that you ain't alone going through it, because even myself, I have been going through a lot of depressful moments throughout the past week. Even I done lost my car. I ain't had a car in over a month. I still think about my mom, and my mom done passed away about, my mom had to have passed away about maybe almost 20 years ago now. Still think about that. Still think about my ex who unalived herself quite a few years ago as well. Then it's just been like life beating me down, bills and everything. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all is going through that exact same thing. And I feel like a lot of us be feeling like we alone in this because the world seems like it's so small. But in your mind, it may be, very heavy and feel like in your mind is much bigger than that. And there's too many of us going through this for us to all feel like we alone going through this, because you may not have family who is there as moral support to help you through these kinds of things. Like I done had two accidents, and my second one almost killed me, could have killed me, but by the grace of the Lord, I'm still here. But yeah, I just wanted to talk to y'all because you ain't alone, man. Like anybody who going through these type of situations, you ain't alone. It may feel that way. Like I've been feeling like that the past few days, and I done reached out to family for moral support and nothing. So just know, like, you gonna make it through with the grace of the Lord and the power of the Lord on your side, and with Him. And I know that sounds cliche because everybody tells you you're not alone because you got God, and that's true. But sometimes we forget that, and I even forget that, and I try to remember that myself. Like, I'm not alone. The Lord is here with us in spirit. But when you alone, I know it's hard because you feel like you ain't got nobody, especially if you like me and you don't have no kids and everything like that as it is, because I don't have no kids or nothing. So I can't even pick my baby up and just be like comfort my baby and, you know what I'm saying, have that type of one-on-one to clear my mind and get my mind off of things. It's just me. I'm 33 years old and I ain't got no kids, but I'm thankful that I don't, because of the things that I've been going through and the mindset that I've been had. I wouldn't want my kids going through that or seeing me like that. So I am very thankful that I don't have kids. But anybody who feels alone though, like you really not. It's just at that time in life you going through something and it feels like you alone and it feels like it's so much on your plate. But I feel like the Lord puts His strongest soldiers through these things to make you stronger. Or maybe once you get through those things that's been tormenting you mentally, maybe He has a brighter picture on the other side of things once He sees that you can actually handle some stress in your life, because maybe the greater things that's to come in your life is going to put you through some stress, but it's going to be more rewarding in the end. But He wants to make sure that you are prepared and ready for that. So it could also be that. So I don't feel like every time we go through these moments in our lives, I don't feel like it's always to beat us down or make us feel degraded. I feel like sometimes it's to build us up for something to come in the future. So with that being said, I'm not going to keep this video too long, but I just wanted to get this off my chest because, like I said, I'm going through these same things as well. And depression is a very serious thing. Like, you got some of these people who's depressed who have literally everything given to them, like laid out in their lap. I'm not going to say given to them, because there is people who work hard for what they got. But what I'm trying to say is they have everything as far as financially. They don't have no problems with bills. They have money and they are still depressed. So this is a very serious thing that we all really deal with. And I just want y'all to know, like, it's plenty of people out there who is going through the same thing. We all need to come together as a collective and discuss this, because this isn't something that should just be on you and you just don't have no way to get it out, because then that's when the destruction comes. And I've seen too many family members and friends unalive themselves because of these exact same things, whether it was due to money, financial situations, maybe they lost a loved one and they just couldn't take it. Maybe they had a girlfriend, boyfriend, and they left them and they just couldn't handle it. And then they fell into a deep depression and they couldn't handle it. But you're not alone. Trust me, you're not alone. For anybody who even watching this video, message down below, comment down below, and y'all let me know how y'all handle y'all situations when y'all go through these type of times, because I know I'm not the only one. I know there's other people who just keep everything on their chest and think they have to get through everything alone. Because even me, I have that situation where I wouldn't call it pride, but I feel like me being a man, I should be able to get through these things on my own. And I lost my mom when I was like 14. So I never really got to that point in my life where I was older and my mom told me it's okay to show your feelings. You know, I always felt like I had to be tough, especially being a man. You always feel like you got to be tough because you can't show your weak side or your emotional side, and that's fine. That's the reason why the Lord gave us those emotions, is because he want us to feel, he want us to be able to weep and get everything out that we need to get out. Even the Lord wept for days, it said in the Bible. So it's like we have to be able to find some type of outlet for these emotions, because bottling them up really ain't good for you. It's really not good for your mental. And that pushes you to a further extent of destruction. Whether it be, trying to unalive yourself, or you get to your last leg and you just can't take it no more and you go ruin somebody else's life because of you going through things in your life that was so depressful. So I just wanted to tell y'all, like, I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. I just wanted to tell y'all not alone though. It really felt like that. And like I said, I'm going through major things right now myself. I've been out car for almost 2 months. I'm behind on rent, and things like that. And those type of things are sadly just what comes with this life that we're born into, that we didn't ask to be born into, because, man made it that way too. Because life is another thing that really plays on your mental, because it's hard to be in a happy place when you grinding and you hustling, doing everything you need to do, but then life says, nah, you gonna stay down here. And it just makes it so much harder because of taxes and bills and everything else. So it's hard to figure out a means to be able to handle that and still not go through these type of moments. Because I feel like, again, even if all your bills are paid, you made good financial choices, I feel like this is something that we're all going to eventually still go through. But you just have to be able to handle it and manage it in a critical way so that it doesn't cause you to self-destruct. And I'm not perfect. I'm still working on ways to, deal with my depression and anxiety when I have that, because I don't have bad anxiety, but I do get a lot of depression because of a lot of events and things that's taken place in my life. Like, I've been in foster homes. I was in foster homes for over 4 years, and by the grace of the Lord, he got me out of that. And I was beat every single day of my life in those foster homes. I had to get a caseworker, and she handled it as best as she could. And it was because my mom lost custody of me due to alcohol and everything like that. So my mom did fight to get me back, but she, she had to go through the process to get me back. So my sisters actually ended up raising me when I was younger. I was raised by my sisters, so I was raised by all women. So I feel like maybe that's why I'm a little bit more tapped into my I don't want to say feminine side, but maybe my softer side, emotional side, I'll say. But I feel like that has helped me a little bit better to handle certain situations because I was raised by women. But yeah, I mean, like I said, we just all got to be able to figure out, because we all go through different things. We all got different walks in life and different paths. And we all going through different problems. So I feel like we, as a whole, because I feel like everybody is brother and sister. I feel like we all are brothers and sisters, regardless if I actually know y'all or not. That's how I was taught. So I'm speaking to you guys as my brothers and sisters. So I feel like we all, as a brothers and sisters, should be able to come together and help each other and be able to talk about things. Because whether it's with strangers, that you trust, or family or friends you trust, it has to be done. I feel like it has to be done. So I just wanted to put this on y'all mind, because I feel like there's a lot of us who are going through these type of things and we feel like we're alone and we don't have nobody. And you may actually live alone and don't have nobody physically, but you always will have somebody if you reach out, or get a therapist or something, like whatever means you feel like you need to take to get to that point to where you can actually handle your mental, because that's a very serious thing. And I'm not talking about mental illness. I'm talking about the severe depression and anxiety due to things that's going on in your life, because everybody handles things differently, and some people can't handle as much as others. I feel like the only reason why I'm so stoned as far as like spiritually and everything is because my mom had me in the Bible at the age of like 10, and I've been so intertwined with the Bible and the Lord, going to Bible competitions and everything like that. I feel like I'm so intertwined with that it built me to be a little stronger. And when my mom passed, that really just made me stone, and it made it a lot harder for things to affect me, because that's your mom. You lose your mom, that's a big part of your life. And my dad wasn't around. He walked out of my life back in 2005. So I feel like all of those things made me a little stronger from the jump and caused me to grow up faster. So I feel like that's why I can handle things a little better. But yeah, I mean, we gotta go to the lengths we need to go to be able to handle our mental, because that's something very serious. And I just wanted to put that on you guys' mind. I'm gonna try to come out with videos more to go over certain topics, because I feel like certain things we gotta be able to talk about, whether it's using YouTube or calling somebody on the phone or something like that. I feel like it's needed though. But with that being said, I ain't gonna keep y'all too much longer. This video already over 10 minutes, but I appreciate anybody who's watching this. And like I said, anybody who can relate or need somebody to reach out to, I'm here to talk to anybody. I don't care, you black, white, purple, I don't care. Like I said, I'm look at y'all all as my brothers and sisters. So anybody dealing with something, or you need somebody to talk to, you put it down in the comments and hit me up. I do got a Instagram too, T Money Pinkston. So if you don't want to just put all your business out there, you can inbox me however it need to be. But I'm here to talk to whoever. I mean, however y'all want to do it. Y'all can talk to each other. Y'all don't got to talk to me, but whoever feels the same, I mean, just vent your feelings in the comments. And it's your boy T Money. Gone.